Hello everybody and welcome to Pikes Peak International Raceway here in Colorado. This is the site of the 12th round of the ARCSOA Elite Series Championship. One of the most picturesque tracks we go to, this track is. As you can see, it's a story of how a track can come back from the dead here. This track was really popular about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. But really lost its popularity once the economy kind of crashed, and because of the recent pandemic that we've had, this track has made a bit of a comeback since then. It has gotten new ownership since then, and they want to bring it back to its prominence that it used to have. I know ARCSOA's parent series, the RSOA, used to race here. I know some open wheel series used to race here as well. It is just barely over a mile long, this oval is, and it should be a really fun track to see how drivers handle it. That being said, let's go down to the starting grid. On the back row, we have Zayden Davidson and Ty Silverspoon. Davidson did not finish his qualifying lap. He had a tire going down on it. Misaki and Dry are the next two cars on the grid, with Austin Silverspoon and Daniel Bouchard, who Daniel Bouchard needs to qualify better, or else Ford's going to toss him at this rate. They've already got former ARCSOA Elite Series driver William Brock in the lineup there for the American 700, and there's talk that after that, Brock might take over the 17 car. However, DJ Curtis didn't qualify much better. He's just one row in front with Sevar Ilkin. Zachary Fitzwater's another driver who's on the hot seat. They're running a one-off car, and we're not sure exactly who is going to be taking their one-off car for Honda. But that's definitely something that you're going to have to watch going forward. And Bobby Jones, another guy who needs to qualify a lot better. Chester Lester Wester and Ethan Kiterman are on the grid, along with Anthony Griffith and Ryan Griffin on the same row together. Dormitory and Tanner Hill both have been mixed results this weekend. Dormitory was in the top 10 in first practice. Dylan Speeds and Nick Pericles are on a row together, along with Austin Sanders and Ethan Moore. Vince Freeze, last week's winner, and Sean Perkins are on a row together with Eric Monaco and Lance Calvin. Rich Roy and Allison Holiday are on a row together with Apo and Selmy, the Darlington winner. Darlington's a little bit bigger than this track. And Gretchen Faust on the grid as well there. Noah Hart and Cody Lam is one of the most experienced rows that we've seen all season, with Takumi Hirano and Aiden Shepard on the grid next to each other. Russ Pliskin and Ingrid Hadeland, along with Carter Fitzgerald and Carol Abbott, are on the grid together. Tyler Thaber and Sean Ard, followed by, and on the row in front of them, you also have Bethany Woodard and Pip Longstocking. And on the front row, we have Greg Woodard and Ryan Matthews on pole today. With that being said, let's get off to this race here at Pikes Peak. Ryan Matthews and Greg Woodard lead the field down to the green here. The Lycoya and Matthews teams both need some good runs because they have not had those a lot lately. And this could be the track to do it because the Teslas didn't appear to have as good of a run as they would have liked. Even though one of them is further up the grid, and Nick Pericles hasn't qualified well either. Green flag is out, and away we go here at Pikes Peak. Down to turn one they go here. You'll see how this track is almost a little bit like a bigger version of Richmond, the way it kind of behaves, but it's very wide and very fast around here, around this track, and off they go down to turn number 3 and 4. Pip Longstocking already trying to take over second position here. Kind of one groove this track is. Doesn't really have a lot of fight back on the outside just yet. But we'll see how that goes as this race keeps going. Matthews leads the first lap. And Ryan Matthews continues to lead now. As it's a little further back, you've got Greg Woodard, who's just trying to get that outside to work here. It is a very grippy track, this track is, though. And you can see that they can get the outside to start working. You're seeing Bethany Woodard really try pushing along Greg Woodard here. However, I think the inside's just a little bit more powerful there. Down to turn 1 again we go. And it's just a very, very interesting way to see how this race plays out here. So it looks like Hadeland's trying to make a move now. Hadeland didn't do very well in Minneapolis last weekend. However, Hadeland is trying to do her best to get up through the field here. Looks looks like Bethany Woodard now is going to take over third and maybe even second if she can get underneath Pip Longstock and make that move stick. But Ryan Matthews is gone. Just shows what clean air can do around this track. And now it looks like Bethany Woodard is going to try and take on the challenge to Ryan Matthews. However, the most impressive driver so far on this start has been Ingrid Hadeland, all the way up to third already. And they have also reeled in Ryan Matthews pretty quickly here. All three of them have, or both of them have. Now they've reeled in Matthews, but now Hadeland's going to make a move on the Likeoya Invader. And here we go once again down towards turn one here, and it's all going to come down to who, if Hadeland can get that move to stick. Looks like it, definitely, but now can Hadeland make any move on Matthews in the lead is a big question. 3 wide a little further back, a very tight 3 wide here, and Sanders might be trying to make it 4 wide. However, Lamas saw that coming and quickly shoved the door and dove underneath Woodard to do that, though. Very smart move here because this pack racing here for a 1 mile oval isn't exactly the best idea, considering Pikes Peak. Like, you got to keep in mind it is wide, but it isn't the widest track. It isn't the longest track on the planet. But now they go back down into turn 1, and this whole pack here is just very tight, close quarters pack now. And you don't want to get into too many issues if you are some of these drivers back here, but as you can see, they are trying to spread themselves out quite nicely, though. Here comes Ingrid Hadeland down low on Ryan Matthews now to take over the lead of this race, and Hadeland blasts off into the lead here. This is what Hadeland really wanted to do here, as Hadeland takes the lead. And we thought Hadeland would be a dominant force in the series so far, and she hasn't in the first 12 races, and maybe this could be where Hadeland starts showing what she's made of. However, a driver that's really come on strong as of late has been Noah Hart. Hart has been very strong here, and here he goes down low on Ryan Matthews here at Pikes Peak, and this is a very good move here. Noah Hart has been very strong lately, and I'm very glad to see that because we need some of the old guard in such this new era of ARCSOA where there's so many new people around. It's good to see some of the older guys continuing to perform at their highest level. We're getting word that the 84 car of Zane Davidson has some type of a tire vibration there. Unsure of what that might be, but Zane Davidson is complaining of a vibration on that car, and oh, 4 wide there almost in the back. Don't want to do that too often. Ethan Kiterman wisely backed out of any possible situation that could have involved. Nick Pericles, our point leader, is currently running 7th right now. That is a very impressive showing by Pericles here, as he didn't start in the best of position, but he's working his way up the order, and that's good here. He's going for 6th now on Thaber, and Pericles could definitely extend his point lead today. Carter Fitzgerald now is making a move on her teammate. This is for 3rd position here, and Fitzgerald is looking to maybe get by quickly because we think Fitzgerald's a little faster than Matthews here, and a little further up the track. There's got to be a job to try and keep up with Hart and Hadeland in the lead, and that's going to be very interesting now because we have a driver who I think is a little faster than Matthews right now, and I think all season Carter Fitzgerald's been a little faster than Matthews, but not as consistent. And Fitzgerald is currently flying through this field here quick, or flying through the top 10 quick now, trying to take down the 2 leaders right now who are doing a really good job. So here comes a flyby shot now of some of the leaders. As you can see, the lead Hadeland's got over Hart and Fitzgerald there. As you can see, the field is kind of separating themselves out a little bit here at Pikes Peak. Been a very clean start to the race. Oh, we got one of the Minervinis blowing up there. I think that's Dormitory that just grenaded there. And we'll take a look at that here in a second. Oh, we got an accident now with Dormitory and Miyazaki in that. And Kai Dry was also a factor in that. So we got a caution right now. And that's it for those drivers. And we'll see what happened. So this is what happened to Zolt Dormitory. He would blow up here. And you'll see that he just is kind of dealing with that there. He's trying to get off the track here, pulled onto the apron here, and it looks like Miyazaki's trying to make a move on Lester Wester, and well, all that you got there is just that little incident there, and both the Menervinis suffer from it. Tough break for both of them. So this will be the race off pit road, as you're going to see here up in front of this field here. We're going to see who's going to be the first off here. It looks like, oh, I'm hearing Hadeland come out with Noah Hart there. Pericles, oh, it actually looks like Ryan Matthews got Pericles out there, so Matthews with a really quick pit stop. Kind of surprising there for a, Greg Woodard with a horrible pit stop there. Kind of surprising, though, for the Matthews team, the Matthews Motorsports team, to get a good pit stop. We haven't seen that from them basically at all this year. And I apologize, the pit road line's a little further back than I thought. Matthews is down in 6th, actually. Pericles did beat him to the actual pit line. I thought it was the first line out, but it's not. Also, when they were pitting, this is Eric Monaco blowing up, so tough break for Monaco. He would fall out, and Honda's bad season's getting worse. Ingrid Hadeland will lead the field down to the green here, and back to the restart here. Hadeland needs this type of a race here because we have not seen much from Ingrid Hadeland, but Noah Hart gets a better restart than Hadeland. Here goes Hart down low, already trying to take over the lead here, and Noah Hart, thinking it's season 14 again, is going to try and take over the lead of this race here, and this is what everybody wants to see. The fans are going nuts that one of the old dogs is teaching some of these young rookies how to drive. And now Noah Hart becomes the leader of this race, and I think everybody is kind of happy to see that. Hart leads the first lap back from the restart now, and it actually looks like Pericles is being challenged by speeds a bit there. Matthews got a good restart there as well, as they kind of fly down the straightaway now. Oh, but Hadeland's trying to fight back on Noah Hart here. Hart slams the door. These two are going to do battle, I think, here. A little further back, Matthews did not get a good corner there, and he is under threat by Nick Pericles there. But the 5 and 51 now are doing battle, the BMW versus the Ferrari. This is not 2003 Formula Omega there, or Formula Alpha. This is ARCSOA. We haven't seen a BMW and Ferrari do battle and hardly anything else in a long time. Meanwhile, there's 3 wide a little further back. Don't want to get into too much trouble here because that can kind of end badly for you if you're not careful as they go down the back straightaway here. Some of this racing here is a little bit sketchy as it looks like Austin Sanders is trying the inside now. And they're beating and banging a little bit there. I think he made a little bit of contact there with Dylan Speeds there. Pericles is falling back as Lamas works his way forward now. Faust is working her way forward. But you got Sanders on the outside trying to get that to work there, so it's just a very, very close quarters race right now. Lamas is trying to make a move on Matthews for 3rd now. And this is the type of racing that Pikes Peak is kind of giving us here. Is it's a very, it's a track where you can defend on the outside if you're good about it, but if you've got a really strong car, the inside's always where you're going to want to go. And that's kind of how Pikes Peak is going to go for you here. Down the back straightaway now, Lamas takes over 3rd. And now Lamas has caught Ingrid Hadeland for 2nd here. And Lamas is the driver that you're going to need to watch because now DNC's starting to get up some speed. We had Vince Freeze win last week in Minnesota. And now here in Colorado, it looks like Lamas is looking to try and get his first win of the season, which Lamas desperately needs. Also, you can see Freeze is back there in 6th right now. Lamas will take over 2nd position and try and chase down Noah Hart in the lead. Well, maybe not take over 2nd because Hadeland's fighting back on the outside with a really good run through that corner there. And Hadeland is really looking strong on the outside there. We haven't seen the outside really grip up like this, but Hadeland doing a great job. And they would stay side by side for a period of about 4 or 5 laps so far here. They've been side by side. And Noah Hart really hasn't been gaining on them there, as it actually looks like Vince Freeze gets by Ryan Matthews for 4th. And now finally Cody Lamas gets the spot there, and Hadeland had to concede that position there. So not what Hadeland wanted, but can't really blame her for giving up that position just then. Man, it looks like Lamas, quite frankly, has the better car. And now, wow, Matthews is really falling back now. Ryan Matthews is, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Matthews Motorsport fan. They tend to do strong in the early part of races, but fall back as the race goes on, and this seems to be another day like this. And now Cody Lamas is going underneath Noah Hart for the lead of this race here. We'll see if this can help him out, but we've noticed how some cars haven't been able to fight back on the outside, and Hart's seemingly doing that a little bit here, but it looks like this is going to be Cody Lamas' spot here. And we have a new leader. Cody Lamas is taking over the lead of this race, and that is a wonderful thing to see if you are a Lamas fan. But oh, maybe not. It looks like Hart's trying to fight back, but just not enough there for Noah Hart. And now Hadeland is trying to take on Noah Hart again here, and for second now. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the best move maybe right now, but we'll see as Lamas is continuing to lead this race now, as Freeze is in 4th, Pliskin's in 5th. Zayden Davidson somehow is up to 6th from starting last. He's trying a last to first challenge here, and he's looking pretty quick in the process. That's kind of what I think they want to see. But here we go. This looks like Zayden Davidson could be a factor, especially if there's another yellow. Oh, we got a car blown up. That's Caitlin Tannerhill, and that might be another yellow. Maybe not. If she can get it in, that might not be a yellow, and she's going to try. Oh, man, that's definitely going to be a yellow now, because Daniel Bouchard just clobbered the back end there of Tannerhill there, and that's going to put her definitely out. And Bouchard's going to keep going here, but a bad day gone worse for both these drivers. Coming out of the pits, Zayden Davidson's the first car out of the pits, so the last to first challenge seems to be playing off for him. Abbott out 3rd there. So Zayden Davidson, who started last on the grid, is currently in the lead. So the 84 is trying to do the worst to first challenge here, and is leading this race here at Pikes Peak, but Noah Hart is in 2nd, Carroll Abbott 3rd. Abbott needs this because Pericles had a pretty bad pit stop down there. And we are going back green flag racing here at Pikes Peak. Very late green flag there, but a great start by Davidson there. Abbott didn't get going, which backed Freeze and Pliskin up. And that's going to put Ryan Matthews back into this event now. Here they go down the straightaways. Now the big question is, looks like we got Carter Fitzgerald pitting. Problems for Fitzgerald, maybe a tire issue on Carter Fitzgerald. Let's seem to say, no, it's an oil leak. Oh, man, Carter Fitzgerald's luck just is impossible to even predict there. And now, here we go. This is Zayden Davidson versus Noah Hart now. Looks like Vince Freeze up to 3rd. Lamas all the way back in like 10th right now, and it looks like Noah Hart now is going to try and spoil the worst to first run by Davidson here, but it's going to be a long way to go. Oh, and it looks like Vince Freeze now is trying to make a move on Noah Hart, since Davidson's really not pulling on anybody there. In fact, he's kind of backing people up. And now that's going to put Freeze into 2nd, and can Freeze do what Hart couldn't do and get underneath Davidson, take over the lead of this event? That's going to be a big question, I think, going forward here, because I'm not sure if he can do that. And now here comes Davidson down low. Or Freeze down low. Abbott's trying down low. We got 3 wide for 2nd. And Hart, I think, wisely is going to back out of this. No, actually, Freeze is the one that gets going there, and it looks like Abbott backed out of it there. And now it looks like Freeze, in order to defend from Abbott, has to dive low on Davidson. Davidson's doing a really good job if he's trying to pack everybody up. but now he's going to lose the lead, I think, in this race. And now here comes Vince Freeze now trying to take over the lead of the race. Can he win 2 in a row this weekend? And he takes the lead here with just under 30 to go. This is what the drivers don't want to see as Vince Freeze continuing to lead. Now Davidson's going to fall back like a rock, I think. And it's very close racing now as there goes Abbott now diving underneath to take over third position now. I'm sorry, second position now because Freeze is leading. My apologies there. And Russ Pliskin now is trying to get by Davidson. So Davidson's car is not as quick as people thought it would be. But now we're getting some real fun stuff now at the front of the field. Look at Ryan Matthews and really deep there. Headed back way out of it so that the Marlone wouldn't turn him. Or so that he wouldn't clobber the wall there. As you can see, Dylan Speeds is not doing very well with ill-handling car. Oh, God, they were trying 5 wide there for a second. They wanted to look 5 wide possibly there. They did go 4. Dylan Speeds is falling back like a rock throughout this race. He was up in the top 5 earlier there, and now he's really struggling with this car. Just trying to get the handling down to it. He is right now in 21st and losing spots every lap. Oh, it looks like Aiden Shepard nearly gets into Carter Fitzgerald, who I believe is a lap down. Yes, she is. They fixed the oil leak issue, apparently, so that's good on that. Oh, we got a car breaking down. That would be... Oh, it's Zayden Davidson. Oh, Zayden Davidson. The last first challenge, not going to be a factor here. And Davidson's got to bring it down pit road. What's wrong with Davidson? Is it a tire going down? No, it's engine issue, actually, for Zayden Davidson, so... Quite scary, but that's it for him. I think for at least his race-winning contention there. Noah Hart and Carol Abbott now are duking it out for second position now. And now we've got a battle between... The battle for second's really heating up as Vince Freeze is gone now. Freeze has done a good job just kind of escaping from the pack lately. And with 3 wins on a season, that's going to be impressive for Vince Freeze. Oh, wow. Daniel Bouchard really struggling there. And Austin Silverspoon nearly gets to the wall here. They're fighting back, and they're not happy with each other. And keep in mind, Vince Freeze is going to be coming near them, but... You never know with 20 to go what's going to happen in this race, but if there's not a caution, I don't think they're going to catch Vince Freeze. Chester Lester Wester would overcook it in turns 3 and 4, and I don't know if he hit the wall, but he was about as close as you could get without hitting it there in the blameless car. Don't want to do that too often, though, if you're Lester Wester, because that's going to be bad if that is going to be the case. Vince Freeze has now caught some of the lap traffic here, and this is what they were kind of fearing, because Vince Freeze is just going to try... Oh, boy, that's a tight fit to get into. But got to be real careful that you're not going to get into too much trouble there as Bouchard gets way out of the way. Good job on him. Austin Silverspoon is one of the Silverspoon brothers, obviously, and hasn't been a particularly great back marker in the past, but does a good job there. Noah Hart would rotate here into second position as he would dive. A late move here on Carol Abbott to take over second. Great move there by Hart. And now Hart would be the one to try and chase down a rapidly distancing 88 car there. Vince Freeze these last 2 weekends has taken social distancing to a whole new level. Oh, and we got the 4 car that's just blown a tire now. Almost slides into the 29 there, and he's got to make it all the way around the track because he is down in turns 1 and 2. Luckily, it's not a very big track, but poor Anthony Griffith there, he was running in, well, not a great spot. He was down in 28. But still, tough break for the 4 car. Oh, Ty Silverspoon loses control of the car and goes into the wall there. And that's actually going to bring out the yellow flag because they believe he hit the same piece of debris that the 4 car did. And that's going to be a yellow flag with only a handful of laps to go. So nobody pits. Vince Freeze is in the lead. Chester Lester Wester is a lapped car. Noah Hart is in second position. And there's a long way back to Carol Abbott in third. Green flag is out, and away we go here. Freeze with a great restart. Hart is stuck behind Lester Wester. We'll see how quickly he can make this move. And it's going to be somewhat quick here. And off he goes, trying to chase down Vince Freeze as fast as he can. There's only 5 to go in this event, and it's all going to come down to Noah Hart trying to keep up there as these guys are all on old tires now. Guys and girls, for that matter, are on old tires, and it's really being very interesting for them. Oh, further up, we got some possible 3 wide there. Aiden Shepard, they're all scrambling to try and get us whatever spots they can the rest of the day here. Abbott's still stuck behind. Lester Wester, her chances are done for the win here, and it's all down to Noah Hart. Can Noah Hart reel in that 88 car? Lester Wester in the fence in the back there. Wow, this is just where things are going to get really difficult now. And oh, it looks like the Menervini's trying everything he can in the back to get up there. Lester Wester in the fence again. Lester Wester's just trying to hold on there. Long stocking coming in. Oh no! What's with the pass cars the last couple of weeks coming to towards the finish here, having to pit? Possibly a tire going down on the 26 car. Tough break there. Also Hadeland in the pits as well. And that's going to be bad for both of them. Oh, we got cars pitting for fuel because they couldn't make it all the way. Oh, this is interesting. That's what this is all about. Vince Freeze is on the last lap, so he's going to make it, but I think he's going to make it. Oh, gosh, he's almost out. He was sputtering there, but Vince Freeze is going to win this race. Right there on the last lap, he's almost out of gas. Noah Hart comes home second, and this is where having the Tesla really benefits. Carol Abbott coming home third with battery charge. She had enough battery charge to go there. Russ Pliskin gets fourth, and oh dear, this is going to be, oh man, Kiterman nearly got wiped out there because these cars haven't come across the line yet. So they're still racing there. They got their splash and dash. But Vince Freeze goes 2 in a row here at Pikes Peak. So Vince Freeze, winner of Minnesota and winner here in Colorado, wins the race. Noah Hart comes home second. Carol Abbott third. Russ Pliskin fourth. Greg Woodard fifth. Cody Lama sixth. Ryan Matthews seventh. Ayapo and Slelmy in eighth. Austin Sanders ninth. Ryan Griffin 10th. Hirano 11th. Ilkin 12th. Ard 13th. Moore 14th. Roy 15th. 16th goes to Dylan Speed. 17th goes to Bobby Jones. 18th goes to Faber. 19th goes to Kai Dry. 20th to Fitzwater. Fitzwater at least gets some points today. Pericles, our point leader, down in 21st. 22nd, Lance Kelvin. 23rd, Allison Holiday, who pitted, and they just retired the car because she was out of gas, coasted across the line, went into her pit box, or basically coasted across the line in the pit lane, and then drove it into the pit box, or drove it back behind the garage, just out. 24th for Faust, and the last point spot goes to Shepard in 25th. Woodard, Bethany Woodard, Curtis, Perkins, Kiterman, Longstocking, Hadeland, Silver Spoon, Fitzgerald, Misaki, Lester Wester, Griffin, Bouchard, Silver Spoon, Davidson, Tannehill, Monaco, and Dormitory all would not score points today. So this combination of three we haven't seen at the top of the points yet. Well, we've seen Abbott up there, but we haven't seen Hart or Freeze in the top three yet. And, with the way Freeze has been running, he'll take over the point lead pretty quick if he can keep that speed up. Pericles drops to fourth. Tyler Faber fifth, with Gretchen Faust sixth. Ethan Moore seventh. Bethany Woodard, both the Woodards eighth and ninth, and Lance Calvin drops to 10th from ninth. Speeds, Matthews, Ard, Griffin, and Curtis are 11th through 15th. Sanders, Hirano, Roy, Cody Lamas and Selmy are in the next positions on the grid from 16th to 20th. Haddling 22nd. We didn't really expect that. Road Atlanta winner Perkins is in 23rd. He'll be a threat at the American 700 in a couple of races. Davidson down in 25th. Somebody that probably should be higher up the grid. Look at how quickly Russell Pliskin has come up the order. In 27th, Pip Longstocking in 29th. Remember, they missed the first 6 races of the season, or first 5 races of the season, and they're already on the doorsteps there. Tanner Hill, Jones, Carter Fitzgerald down in 32nd. Not what we would have liked to have seen. Holiday, Bouchard, Ilkin, Dormitory, Misaki there. Lester Wester, Dry, Fitzwater gained a couple of points there, but it still hasn't come out of third to bottom yet. So, leaving Pikes Peak, we have Toyota still on 720, or still up top with 723 points. The only team to break the 700-point barrier there. That's a big goal there, and they've got a pretty big lead over Lycoya in second, Silver Speed third. Toyota's been the most consistent team in the year so far. Tesla down on 651, and then you go all the way back. Dominion Caraway is 100 points back on Toyota. Ferrari, Marlone, Hadeland Sport, Nissan, and then Roy Inc. We still don't know what the results of that poll are going to be, whether if the top 10 make it or not, but now Bradley Automotive and Matthews are still on the outside looking in. Ford Performance Technology, Team Thunder, Pass, Mid-Atlantic Motorsports, Honda, Middle Deutschland Racing, Minervini, Blameless, and ARCSOA America all need to do better if they want to perform at a high rate here in the ARCSOA Elite Series, because right now, they are nowhere near it. With that being said, we will see you next time for the 13th race of 40 of the ARCSOA Elite Series. We'll see you then.